All right, so I'm not really one to say, hey, look at me, hey, look at me, hey, look at me. I feel
Sure.
like my clothing does that enough. And speaking of clothing, I am in love with this fucking Chubbies print. 80% of my wardrobe is Chubbies, and for you guys listening out there and not watching video, you won't be able to see this very festive print. But I walked into the Chubby store, because we got one of those brick and mortar Chubby stores
Yeah.
downtown Charleston. Uh,
Yep.
when my mom, when Jody was in town, and I'd already splurged a little bit. I bought myself one of them Yeti backpacks. So yeah, so I was already like, you know what? I don't need to buy anything else. And then I walked into the Chevy store, and it was just like, well, you have to buy this fucking print, because I feel like it was calling to me. So yeah.
It's good. I think it looks. Sorry, I'm just changing the colors.
Yeah, no worries.
And then remotes don't work like they're supposed to. It's kind of looks like a plant. Leaves.
Yeah, I don't think it doesn't like specifically like make flowers or anything, but yeah, I think it's supposed to be kind of like a maybe like a
Green.
floral-ish print.
Floral-ish. I can see it.
Yeah.
How much was that? How much did that run you?
I don't know. Probably $60. That sounds about right. But I don't know if they do it on the main website. I walked in and I feel like it's hit or miss. I'm like, hey, you take military discount? And they're like,
right.
We sure do. And I'm like,
it's better down there than up here, right? With the military discounts, like.
Yeah, I feel like most people down here, you walk in and you're like, you walk into a drugstore and you're like, hey, you take military discount? You do that?
Yeah,
and they're like,
fuck you. Fuck you.
Nah, they're like, yeah, you do that in Virginia, and they're like, no, we don't give you shit,
Absolutely, and it's like, we actually hate you. We're gonna tack on another 10% because you're in the military. Just leave.
We know. Yeah, please. You know what?
Get the fuck out of here.
Just go.
Well, it's a good looking shirt. Too bad it's like almost winter.
Yeah,
wearing it. Well, you live in Charleston. You're good.
It's like 70 degrees right now.
It's like, honestly, it's like 60 something here today. But I was just in Florida last week. And it was like 60 degrees down there. So that was cool.
What part of Florida were you in?
So we were in Orlando for a little bit.
Okay.
And then we went to a wedding in Melbourne, Cocoa Beach.
Yep, I'm familiar. My my aunt lives in Cocoa Beach.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a Airbnb right on the beach, which sounds great, but it was like 20-degree wind because that hurricane had just been off the coast.
Right.
And it was like 60 degrees, so it was kind of like
cold.
I don't want to be out here. Yeah. The park was great. We went to Epic. Have you seen the news on that?
That's the Universal one. That's it's got like 4 different worlds inside.
Yeah, it's got Mario Super Nintendo World.
How was that?
It was awesome. It was pretty dope. They have this like power band that you can buy.
Okay.
And they'll have like blocks around the world where you like hit it and get coins, and it makes a coin noise. Collectibles, scan all this shit, and it keeps track of how many coins you get throughout the world. Their Mario Kart ride, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You like put on this like visor, and it like had like a digital readout of like your coins and shells, and you had to shoot like virtual other cars and stuff as you went on the track.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I heard that they want to, if it's successful, they want to do a Zelda world possibly.
That's what
So,
I'm talking about.
but they had it was very Mario and Donkey Kong. They had Donkey Kong Country stuff too. So it's, if you're a Nintendo fan, dude, yeah, you gotta check it out. Like, it's pretty good.
And then they had different lands other than Mario,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They had Dark Universe, so it's like all the old school, like Dracula, Frankenstein's monster,
Okay.
those kind of like from the
Yeah.
50s and stuff. So they had like a world where it was all like that. They had a world of How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, my kids.
Yeah, yeah. Toothless was hanging out.
Yeah, the little
The
dragon.
dragon dude. Yeah, they had, apparently it was like a multi-million-dollar animatronic they bought, and it like reacts to your like questions and stuff. It's pretty ridiculous. Anyway, and the fourth one was Harry Potter, the Fantastic Beast stuff. So like Ministry of Magic and stuff.
So what was your favorite of the four worlds?
I mean, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Although the Isle of Berk, the High Train Dragon was pretty cool. They did a good job about making it look like you're in a Viking island, you know.
Yeah.
And the Nintendo was just like, so you go through the portal and it's like a pipe, and you go up an escalator and it makes all the pipe noises and stuff as you're going through. And then you come out in Peach's Castle from like 64. And then you like walk through the like foyer and you come out into the world and it's just like chaos.
So
Music playing.
you and I are effectively the same age, and
Effectively.
yeah, I mean, I'm slightly older, but yeah, you're a little more youthful than I am.
A little more spry.
A little bit, but you and I are kind of just big kids.
Sure.
If I brought actual kids there, do you think I would have a good time too?
Yeah. I think your bank account wouldn't.
Well, I mean,
But you would.
Yeah.
Well, so the problem is like, yeah. I was gonna say it was like you come out of the castle, right, and it was just like Super Nintendo World, look like Mario World, Super Mario World, like the whole layout, right? Like thwomps dropping down. There's like paratroopers like going across the background and stuff, and the music's blasting like the Mario theme, and then there's just kids just running around screaming because it's like they're having a good time, and like, but it's just like blam right in your face right out you come out the door, and like. So, like, me and producer Brandy, we, like, split. We only have one power band. I got a Donkey Kong one, right? I imagine the children's would not be down for that, right? Yeah. Because it keeps track of all your stats, right? So now they're going to be like,
How much is a power bracelet?
Guess.
$20.
Double it. 45.
40? Shit.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, like, we were going to get one each, and then it was like, that's 45. I was like, we'll just stick with one. One will do. One's fine with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karis and I would maybe split one, but I can't imagine my kids would.
I mean, as long as you just told them, like, sorry. You get one. You could hand them off. You could, like, this one you do this block. Because if you hit a block and you don't have a band, it gives you like that sound. It's like, sorry, you're poor.
Did you have a good time with the bracelet? Yeah. Do you feel like it was worth?
Yeah. I think you like need it to enjoy the whole everything that's got, because they have this like Bowser Jr. challenge, and you need to like get like 3 hidden keys, and there's like 5 challenges that have a key floating above it, and you gotta scan your badge or your band, and then like one was like a bunch of clocks that you had to like keep from blowing up, and then like a timer from going away, and you had to hit them as much, like almost like a memory game kind of thing. But like me and Brandy were both able to do it at the same time. But like you have these like games, and then once you did the 3, you could go do the ride of fighting Bowser Jr.
So this kind of gets into a conversation that Karis and I had the other day. So I would be way more willing to have like a trip and go to Universal, and they take all my fucking money, than me go to a county fair.
Oh yeah.
So, and the reason why this came up is
County fair's coming up.
Oh well, no, it's here, but like so Karis had like a doctor's appointment, and she was like, "Hey, can you get out of work?" And I was like, "Well, let me check my schedule." I was like, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to dip out." And she's like, "Cool." Well, the neighbor, will occasionally like watch kids for a couple hours, and the neighbor had this plan, like, "Oh yeah, we're going to the fair. We'll just take all your kids." And I'm like, "Ooh, that's a lot of children. Like, are you sure?" And she took the baby,
Yeah,
yeah. So her and her husband have 2 kids, so they had 6 kids, and they went to the fair. And then I asked Karis, I was like, "Hey, did you give her some money for this?" And she's like, "I tried to, like, multiple times." And neighbor was like, "No, we got this." And I was like, "Oh, awesome, thank you for your generosity." But also,
now I feel like I owe you blood money.
I don't even want to know how much they dropped on the fair, but I was telling Karis, I was like, I think the fair is like the biggest fucking scam for poor people, because like think of like amusement parks. So like generally, like I get it. You've got the power bracelet, and like they're always trying to sell you shit in an amusement park. But like if you and I went to like Busch Gardens right now, what is it these days? Like $80 to get in, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower.
Something like, I guess,
sure.
yeah.
So if you drop $80 on a ticket, realistically, like other than like, hey, you might get a little hungry, a little famished,
hangry, right?
Yeah, a little hangry, while you're trying to ride the new Big Bad Wolf or whatever the fuck you're trying to ride. Other than that, like you can have a good time at an amusement park, for just the price of admission, which is a relatively big price, but like that's what you're doing predominantly. You're going in there and you're trying to ride the rides. Whereas like the fair, like those rides cost way more than you would think, because you buy a couple tickets and next thing you know, it's like, I don't know, $5-10 to ride a fucking Ferris wheel or some shit like that. And then on top of that, like it's just everything's deep fried, everything costs money, and they, it's $5 here, it's $10 there, it's another $5. And at the end of it, sure, you walked out, you had a few things to eat, you played a couple games, you rode a couple rides, and you're like, why did this shit cost me $200 at the fucking fair? Yeah,
I think it's a big scam. I think the fried food, you nailed it with that. Like, I mean, like, I did eat a lot at Epic. I ate a lot. But I would say it's all carbs. It wasn't fried, it was carbs instead, But much better. But at least I think when you get the food at Epic Universe, it was like themed. Yeah. So it was like I got a red turtle shell calzone.
So it kind of felt like an experience, like like you're willing, like, okay, maybe this calzone was $15 or whatever. It was,
and it was like basically just a hot pocket, but whatever, you know what I mean? Like, but it looked like a shell. It was cool.
Yeah, it looks like something I can't get anywhere else. So,
right. I could get a deep fried Twinkie anywhere, bro.
Sure, we could make them.
I could deep fry butter right now if I want.
Yeah,
they do it there,
and so when you and I were setting up, and Karis came in here, and we were talking a little bit, one of the things we were talking about was this morning. So generally when I'm off, I try to make the kids a big breakfast. Try to like my dad used to do.
You like trying to stuff them so they fall asleep?
Not necessarily stuff them, just kind of the, hey, it's Saturday.
Give them the itis.
while you're watching Saturday cartoons,
Yeah.
you guys are gonna make big breakfast, that kind of thing. So uh, the kids, for whatever reason, don't
Oh.
eat a lot of potatoes, which is fine. They grow up, if they're not big potato kids,
Sure.
maybe they won't be 400 pounds, but can't eat too many potatoes. Um, so usually I'll try to make hash browns and stuff. And this time I was like, well, what if I made like hash brown patties? Like, something you would get at like
Sure. Like a
McDonald's.
latke.
No, because
Potato
latkes
pancake.
are, yeah, that's using your leftover mashed potatoes. I was
That's
trying to
fair.
make like, hey, I want like a hash brown patty from like
Sure.
McDonald's.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I made homemade, like hash brown patties, and it wasn't. I mean, it was a little bit of extra prep work, but of course, I put it on their plate, and they've got sausage, they've got turkey bacon, they've got an egg.
Yeah.
It was a fucking fight to get them to eat this shit, and I'm like, why do I even try? Like anyone else would be fucking, hey, can I have another? Could
Yeah. Like
I
when I
have
go to
another?
McDonald's, I want everyone else's hash browns.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Let me get that hash brown.
When a couple months ago, when I was going through a season, I was eating a lot more McDonald's because I was, away from the house, and it would be like, hey, you need to show up for, PT, and then, hey, I
Sure.
might have an hour or two off, before I got to do some other rando bullshit. So, I didn't have I would like bring snacks and shit. I'm like, okay, I got some time. Let me go grab some McDonald's. They sell one of their little hash browns, but you get a deal if you buy two. So why would
Mm.
he even buy one for like $1.50 when I get two for $2 or whatever the fuck it
You
was?
think it's $1.50? I just looked at this yesterday in the app. It's
Uh,
$2.50 for one.
what is it for two? 3.25 or
It's
something?
definitely a deal. I get what you're saying, but I'm outraged by the
Oh
cost
yeah,
of potatoes
and
at McDonald's.
I added up at one point in time like all my, because other than traveling, like we talked on one of the episodes,
Mm,
other than that, I really don't eat a ton of McDonald's. It's not my like preferred go to, but on the road, sure, it makes a lot of sense.
sure.
I just don't eat a ton of fast food. Oh brother, I was adding up, and I was like $20 here, $20. I think I probably spent in that like 6 weeks, like I don't know, like $200 at McDonald's. It was not good for you. You know.
Not to mention your ass.
Well, I mean, I
That's
was
the fun
I was
part.
I was running around. I was working out a lot, so like I might have actually lost a pound or two. But no, I would not recommend it. So yeah, I was like homemade potato
Hmm.
like hash browns. Like who wouldn't love that?
Right.
My kids,
Your kids. Your Wisconsin bred kids.
they've been to Wisconsin like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but they got your blood.
Yeah, that's true.
They're supposed to be like craving cheese out the womb.
Oh, they do.
Cheese and potatoes.
Yeah.
That
Well,
Midwest palate, right? It's always just meat and potatoes.
allegedly.
Supposedly. Apparently not.
All right, I've been
You've
standing
been
up
eyeing
this
me drinking this or
yeah,
sipping on this. I took one sip, so you've been waiting, huh?
patiently.
Let's take a sip. Take a sip. Have you ever had an espresso martini before?
No.
Really? For a guy that likes coffee and martinis, I'm surprised.
I can fuck with that.
Okay. Your face was like
Uh,
very like hesitant, you know.
I don't know about yours. Really, all I'm getting right now is the Kahlua.
Yeah. So I actually used a Wiggle whiskey coffee.
Whiskey.
Wiggle
Oh,
whiskey. It's not whiskey. It's like the distillery Wiggle whiskey.
got it.
So it's locally roasted coffee distilled in Pittsburgh. Check that out right there. Boom.
Well, I'm tracking.
Shout out Wiggle. We love you. One day, if you're feeling generous. If you're feeling generous. Actually, let me grab some real quick. You talk about your drink. I'll be right back.
All right, so while Zach steps out, I'm going to go a little stir with this screwdriver because I didn't bring my stir up here. Just see if I can get a little more than a Kahlua, which, I mean, really, other than the coffee in here, probably isn't going to have a ton of flavor.
Yeah. So, you can make like chocolate or. We made a pumpkin spice one time.
Yeah.
But it's really, and then like it all depends on the coffee you use if you want to use something special. So, just a little tangent here. A couple weeks ago, every now and then, Wiggle Whiskey on Instagram, they'll do like a little like competition thing. I don't know if you saw this, but like,
No.
they just say like if you use their drink or their liquor in like a drink, send it in or tag them in the Instagram and like have like a little contest. And we won.
Did we?
We won for we made a Swiss roll. Oh jeez, a Swiss roll martini actually, I think. And I want to say I used the coffee, the exact same liquor for a Swiss roll martini. And so so I made a chocolate espresso martini basically, right, with a little like cream on top.
Right.
And we won, and they sent me this for our winnings.
Oh, nice.
So straight rye,
I love rye.
reserve.
Yeah.
I tried it. It's fantastic. I'll save some for the next time you're here.
Sounds great.
42%. It's the reserve. Bottle count 928. They shipped it here.
Now, more important.
So thanks.
than,
Thank you, Wiggle.
Thanks,
Fantastic.
Wiggle.
Shout out Wiggle Whiskey.
Now, when you entered it, did you enter it as you or as Gin and
It's
Sofa?
Gin Sofa.
And
So if you go to their Instagram, Wiggle Whiskey, there is a post that has us tagged, and it says we're the winners of this one, and it has a picture, my picture I put up of the drink, and yeah,
well,
easy to.
we're gonna have to check it out, and hopefully, we've got an extra viewer. So,
I was gonna say the funny thing is like that post has like 5,000 views, and then the ones sandwiched it are like 100 because it's us. Like I was hoping he has some bleed over, but but yeah, I love Wiggle. They got a lot of good products. Their gin's good. We've had it in a couple drinks before. The whiskey's good. They have an apple and I think a rhubarb liqueur. Maybe one day, but I use that instead of Kahlua because I just like to keep shouting them out. Maybe one day they'll send more bottles. I don't know.
I do like rhubarb.
Yeah,
My grandmother used to grow it up in Wisconsin in her garden.
nice. I know it's I told him that I was like, you guys could just go ahead and take that recipe and use it at the bar. Why don't you?
Yeah.
Why don't you have a gin and sofa drink at the Wiggle Whiskey Distillery, please? But
Gin Sofa's Swiss Miss?
a Swiss roll.
Swiss roll.
Like a ho-ho.
Yeah.
Like a ho-ho. Called the gin and hofa. No. Well, we're making an espresso martini. The original drink. Here's how it went down. So we're reviewing we're doing James Bonding, the newest edition, Octopussy.
Octopussy.
And there is a drink in this book now for Octopussy. But if you guys have been following along, and I don't know, all 5 of you guys have been following along, You might have noticed that we've been kind of loosely hanging on by a thread on making these drinks that are in the book. Am I wrong, Mike?
No, and also we did pick out a drink.
That's fair.
It was pretty extravagant, and
Mm-hmm.
also for those of the five of you that have been listening, Zach does a really good job of trying to make sure that we've got enough recordings in the hopper. This movie and this recording has eluded us, just based off of your schedule, my schedule.
Yeah.
We watched it a while ago. Some of us have rewatched a couple times, and it's kind of one of those things where we finally had the opportunity to record, and instead of delaying it by making that extravagant ass drink, we definitely decided to just go a little more simpler with something that we knew we could put together.
Yeah. It's a lot of factors here, but the original one was a Appleton Estate Reserve Blend rum, Jamaican rum, Scotch whiskey, some Guinness, coconut cream, salted caramel, some and freshly grated nutmeg. And I mean, it looks fantastic, right? It looks pretty cool. But the colors give me a very espresso martini vibe.
Yeah.
And I said, simple. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's that.
And I mean, really, for you and I, like, well, you know what? I'm not going to speak for you, but for the James Bond part is really, I'd say, lesser than the bonding, of what we're doing here. So, we watch a movie. We love to talk about James Bond, but really, for me, it's just making a drink and hanging out with my buddy Zach.
Of course, yeah. It's just an excuse for you guys to listen to us bullshit. I agree. To listen to us, So I mean, we don't have to rank the drink, honestly, because it's just an espresso martini. Do you like it? Will you drink another one?
I would. Yeah.
All right.
I would be very interested to have yours because I don't dislike Kahlua. However, Kahlua is Kahlua. Like right now all I'm tasting is Kahlua. And
I will say I didn't put any sugar in mine. And it's sweet still. It's sweet enough. You know what I mean?
See, and I put simple syrup like the recipe called. So, if any of you are interested in how to make this drink, it's an ounce of coffee, 2 ounces of vodka. I use Belvedere. An ounce of Kahlua or whatever
coffee liqueur
you have, and then half an ounce of simple syrup. And for those of you that are looking at this and said, hey, all of that gave you this? No, I doubled it.
Fun fact. I doubled. What coffee did you use?
Did I even say? Oh yeah, an ounce of coffee. My wife, she's on this espresso kick. I don't know what it's called. It is a relatively higher quality coffee. The only thing that throws me off is it's pre-ground, and I'm a hipster, so I like to.
You got the bean. You like the whole bean.
I do.
I like to touch the bean, feel the bean.
Oh,
lick the bean.
Flick the bean.
I said lick, but flick and lick.
I like.
And then I put it in the grinder, and then I drink it.
So, it also called for you to garnish this drink with
with some
three whole coffee beans. So I don't think I'm going to be able to raise it, but I just have these turds.
Floaters.
Floating on the top.
Got some floaters in there.
I don't think that's a very good garnish.
So sometimes I think you get a nice foam at the top, maybe put some egg white, whatever, and then when it's on, there's a foam, a lighter brown foam, then you can put it on there, and it's a lot better. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So I will say,
I used a locally kind of local Charlottesville.
okay,
Um,
vodka.
no, I used Kettle
Oh,
One.
coffee. Kettle One.
Kettle One vodka. Yeah.
'Cause you're
I used it's called Snowing in Space from
Okay.
Charlottesville. Whole bean.
okay.
I used to use Drive. I think they're gone, brother.
Really?
I think so.
Well,
So I switched to these guys, and they're pretty good. So if you're in Virginia, check out Snowing in Space. They sell at Whole Foods.
for
I
those
get it
of
fresh
you-
from the what the fuck, the distributor, straight from the source. But yeah,
For those of you that don't know what Drive Coffee is, it's for hipsters like myself and Zach that love to spend more money than it's worth, just because they will, give a little pairing. And this coffee was decent. It was good coffee. However, it was way fucking overpriced, but it came in a metal tin that looks like
like
an
an
oil can.
yeah, like an old school oil can.
And
Yeah.
it was supposed to kind of pair cars, because Zach and I love cars, with
Yeah.
coffee. And I never bought Drive Coffee just to buy it, but I usually
I
threw
did.
it on the Christmas wish list that Karis would put in my
So it's
stocking.
funny. It was, I guess they were partnering up with F1, right?
Okay.
And then they just kind of disappeared. So I don't know what happened. Like, did they spend too much money in their ad for F1?
Well, I don't know who's spending $20 for a fucking tiny ass oil can of.
And that was also the thing, dude. It was so expensive, and then this local brand is like half the price, and they're good. As long as it was good, I had to taste it first, and I was like, all right, it's good. You know what I mean? Like, when you start getting bougie with it, you can't go to Folgers. You can't back down the Maxwell House. You're kind of stuck in this little like avenue of like, I gotta have good coffee bean. I gotta have solid bean.
This would definitely be a dessert drink for me.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a very good like after dinner drink.
Yeah, post dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're like, ooh, nice steak. Let me have a little espresso martini.
Because I was thinking, with the coffee, like maybe drink it, kind of like brunch time, but just
Mhm.
without the sugar. And I'd probably just drink a Bloody Mary,
Or mimosa, yeah, something like
or
that.
a
Yeah.
mimosa. Go from there.
But oh yeah, tell Karis to set her fucking lineup. Thank you.
We'll do.
You Potozics and your lack of setting up the lineup. That's all I got.
Yeah, I've got other fantasy leagues.
Listen, all I'm saying as I looked at her lineup, and she's got Jameer Gibbs and Puka Nacua on her bench. Kind of not cool.
I'll tell her to pull her head out of her ass.
Thank you, because she plays Billy, and we don't want Billy to win.
Yeah, we
Okay.
hate him.
We hate him.
All right.
Sorry, Billy Lesson Zane. We don't hate you.
All
Just in
right,
fantasy.
so,
Yeah. So let's get into it, huh?
yeah.
Fuck it. Here we are.
All right. So we're watching Octopussy, and if you're following along, maybe you're kind of feeling like I am. Are we done with Roger Moore yet? Is probably the question.
Mentally,
Mentally, yes.
yes,
Physically,
but
no.
no.
And we still
Close.
we still have one more after this, but
Mhm.
we are on his sixth film, and
Yes.
I gotta say, Homeboy is definitely looking old as shit.
It's kind of wild too because these have been coming out every 2 years, every
Yeah.
year almost.
Yeah.
And then to look at, I think we said earlier, it was not a View to a Kill. That's next. For Your Eyes Only was the last
Yeah.
one. From that to like this one was like maybe 2 years, and it's like he looks like he fucking went on a bender for 2 straight years.
Because this movie
You
came
know, like,
out in what, 81?
80. It says 80. I have it right here. 83.
Yeah. Homeboy's old. So
It is wild to think about. This was 83, and I want to say Living Daylights or License to Kill was in like 88, 87.
Living Daylights, and I want to say that was 87 because License to Kill was.
It's kind of wild to think 4 years between this and that. You know what I mean? Anyway, but not to get ahead of ourselves, but yeah, we're limping to the finish line here. Of Mr. Sir Roger Moore.
And again, you know, when we get to the end of Moore, you know, I think I've enjoyed Roger more than you have. I think I've got him a little more favorable in the films ranking. But I think we're over the hill, and I think we're past the prime Roger Moore films. But with that being said, so we start out in I don't think it was addressed, but I assume we were in Cuba.
In the beginning?
Yeah, in the beginning.
So according to this, it says East Berlin.
No. Before that. So, So if are you on Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't talk about the opener.
Wait, yeah, it does talk about 009. Is that the opener?
The opener is James Bond shows up in what I assume is Cuba.
Okay.
And they're doing like a horse race. Is
that
jogging your memory?
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yes. Now I remember. Yes, and he shows up with like his the mustache disguise, right?
Put a mustache on it.
Now he's
no one knows who you are, you know. So he rolls up and he's pretending to be some guy named Toro, and he walks into a hangar, and because he rolled up in like a Jeep, in a horse trailer, and from there he walks into the hangar. He's pretending to be some guy named Toro. He karate chops one of the guys just for funsies, and then from there he puts a bomb. I don't know, in like a sensor or it doesn't fucking matter. But he put a bomb, and then from there, like the fucking backdrop, drops, and everyone figured it out. He didn't fool anyone. So from there, they capture him, and he was there with a pretty young thing, you know.
Sure.
And she sees
his daughter.
Effectively at this point, and she sees him being escorted away in a Jeep, and by escorted I mean like he's a fucking prisoner. So they did the trope again where she rolls up next to the fucking car, and Bond's sitting there, and he's like trying to eye for them to look at her. You know, he's like,
yeah. Look at, now he has because he's like you guys don't.
Yeah, like you
see this chick.
Girl, yeah, and she's like trying to be provocative, trying to show her titties, her legs.
And it was like she was very poor at that. Someone needs to teach her a lesson on how to be provocative.
Well, I'm sure Bond, fucking circled back and gave her the old if you know what I mean.
Give her a little lesson.
So, of course, these guys that are guarding him are wearing parachutes. Why? Mm-hmm. So he can pull it. And, of course, he does. So, they go fly. And then from there, Bond's able to, he jumps on to the fucking Jeep that she's driving. And then now he's got a gun, and he shoots the driver. And then from there, he fucking gives her a kiss, says goodbye, thank you for your services kind of thing. And he pulls the trailer hitch, so now she's driving away in the Jeep, and he's stuck with the horse trailer. Okay, well, it's not a horse trailer. It's hiding the tiniest fucking airplane that has ever been produced in the history of, the world, which I looked it up. It's a real airplane.
Okay. I mean, that's nice, at least.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder if it's in this book.
It's got to be. So from there, He ends up
JW
flying
Pepper.
around, and then they fucking shoot some missiles, and he ends up flying through the hangar that they had captured him in. And he flies out of the hangar, but the missiles end up blowing up the hangar. You know, it's a very typical James Bond opener. And
Yeah.
then from there, you get into another one of the worst Bond songs ever created in Bond songs.
Yeah, I remember it was just very, very boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%, dude.
Which I don't know about you, but like, I don't need a Bond movie to have like a huge plot. Yeah.
There's the plane. It says it says the BD jet. It's a BD jet.
Okay.
Just had a wingspan of just 17 feet, weighed 240 kilograms, and had a top speed of 320 miles per hour. Anyway, yeah, you don't need a Bond song to what?
Well, I don't need a plot. I just need a lot of action. And
for the movie itself.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I tend to like action. Yeah, sure, a little bit of plot's good. You know, I want it to make sense, but like, I kind of just want the song to be upbeat. And
that was my thing. I want it to be catchy. You know, I want it to be like
it
stuck in my head or something.
Brother, we're way past Diamonds right now. You know, and we're way past Live and Let Die.
I was gonna say, has there been a Roger Moore theme song besides "Live and Let Die" that's been even like remotely close to Goldfinger and Diamonds? You know what I mean, like, or even Honor Majesties?
No, because
and that had no lyrics.
There were a couple that like didn't suck, but like,
sure,
I don't know what we're doing right now.
I think it kind of is like kind of a symbolism of the Roger Moore era in general, where like things get to a point where they like blend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been so many of these movies with him, and these theme songs are all very, very like similar. That where you're like, I don't remember that from. I don't know if that's from Octopussy. I don't know if that's from like Spy Who Loved Me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like they're all kind of jumbled up, and nothing really stands out.
And yeah, before we get too ahead of ourselves, I was looking through my notes. So right before we hopped into the, we're still in the intro scene. So he ends up running out of fuel in this fucking little tiny airplane. And just lands at a fucking gas station. And just, says...
Which was the picture I showed you.
Yeah, and he says something on the lines of, like, fill her up or something like that. So I have in my notes, we just use regular-ass fuel. We don't
use JP5, bro.
Yeah, like,
JP5.
What are we doing? Yeah. So, all right. So we get out of that, which, you know, as far as, like, opener scenes, like,
Okay, so I was going to ask you, do you prefer when the opening scenes have, like, literally nothing to do with the plot? Because, like, every now and then they'll have these where it's just, like the one with Blofeld getting dropped in a chimney. Right. Nothing to do with the plot. I think it was, what was the one with Connery? Connery had, where he showed up in the white tux. I think that was Goldfinger, maybe? It had nothing to do with the movie, right? And then there's ones like down the line with like No Time to Die or even Casino Royale where they're like it had, or you know, like a lot to do with the plot. Even Goldfinger, or even Goldeneye. You know what I mean? Like,
so
what do you prefer?
I don't know.
Side note: here's the power band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Super Nintendo.
Like a wristwatch. Got it.
Yeah, here's the best part. I know we're on a tangent. I know. This is what happens when we don't see each other for a couple months. You ready? Are you ready for this? Oh, this is worse. That's bad. All right, let me get it back here. Ready?
And it snaps.
It's a slap band, dude.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'd rock one of those.
Yeah, just wear it to work.
honestly, as of right now, like maybe my opinion will change. I don't necessarily need it to be part of the movie. I just need
Sure,
it to not suck.
that's fair.
Um, so
Because
like,
my point was also like it is a cool way to see like more things that Bond has been doing, like his off time.
right.
Because
Well,
I'm assuming these movies are kind of like just drop-ins of his many missions, right? So like, whoa, what was he doing before that? Oh, he's just fucking around in like disguise as Toro with some other babe.
he was on mission, you know.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like these little tidbit missions. It's kind of nice, like
Yeah.
looking, but like it's sometimes is like, why did this just become an intro? Why was this never a movie?
Oh, another one that the man with the golden gun. That intro was definitely part of the plot.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one.
Um, yeah,
And it had no Bond in it at all. That was a weird one. Just this cardboard cutout of him.
yeah. I don't know. It it was interesting. Other than the
Mm.
fact that Bond is so fucking old at this point, you know, you're like, hey, do you have life alert? Like,
Yeah, right. Where's your
um,
fucking emergency bracelet?
you know, and this movie, it's funny because the intro scene was a little kooky, and it definitely set the tone. You know, let you know, like, hey, this is gonna be a little bit of a weird ass movie. You know,
Mm-hmm. You're in for some
um,
shit.
yeah.
Well, if you didn't think that then, the first scene after the credits totally lets you know what you're getting into.
All right, so we've asked the question here a couple times. Is Bond at this point a comedy? And I'm gonna say yeah, because now we have a fucking clown in it.
Straight up.
Yeah, straight up clown. So the other thing, and eventually it's revealed to us. So we had asked the question because usually it's like, I'm pretty sure I asked the question a couple movies ago. It's always like 003, 005, you know,
Right.
always dies, you know, and I'm like,
Double O
is there,
Six and Goldeneye,
yeah,
right?
is
You
there
know,
anyone above 007? So this one was 009.
009. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did get the answer. There are other
Now,
Bonds.
does it stop at 009? Does it goes, or does it go 010?
I
You know, like, does it go to tens?
I don't know.
Single 011, you're in charge of. Yeah, I think it'd be nice if it was like 1 through 9. There's only 9 agents.
I reckon they've got to have more than 9 fucking agents.
I do think it's kind of crazy that they've gone, what, 60 years without having to explain how the organizational chart of MI6.
Now, if this was like Zelda or like Star Wars or anything, like
Mm.
the fans would really like. I feel like Bomb fans are just like,
Yeah, they just tune out, bro. They're like,
Bomb fans are like, hey, I'm here for the women and the titties and you
yeah,
know
it's the explosions. Yeah,
yeah,
the
car scene.
burglar, the
What?
burglar device on a Lotus.
Show me the car, you know, and you're like, hey, well, do you want to know a timeline? Fuck no. You
No,
know,
it's
just
like, does the car explode when someone tries to break in? That's what I want. Thank you. Yeah, they're just like, I don't fucking
yeah.
009. He's dead anyway. Who fucking cares who he is?
If this
So
was
he
like-
dies.
yeah.
So
So
there was a 009. He's no longer. So
yeah, so 009's dressed up like a clown, and
Mhm.
there's 2 guys that are dressed up like gypsies that throw knives, and you know, like they got him in the back. He fell in the river, and we thought that was that, right? But then
Sure.
he shows up to the embassy, and it's just like, again, this is a Bond trope. Dude could have went through the door. No,
Yeah.
it was through the
No.
fucking window. Like,
Yeah.
I've got to make a scene as I'm dying. You know,
He got pretty far.
yeah.
And then another trope: make it a long distance, but when you get to the point you need to be, you die.
yeah,
You know, like you're like, hey, I'm gonna walk 20 miles, but when I get there, all bets are off. And then yeah, Fabergé egg comes in,
yeah,
right?
yeah. He's got the Fabergé egg, which
And I guess apparently is a fake one.
yes. And then from here, I think this is where they cut to Bond going into the MI6 building, and we meet Her name is Penelope Smallbone. Because,
yes.
yeah, because Moneypenny's
Yeah.
getting pretty old, and they didn't. I assume they didn't want to cut her out or
I guess
recast
maybe
her.
they felt some kind of.
Moneypenny's definitely looking old. Like Bond,
Which at this point is okay with me because Moore is also ancient.
yeah.
Like
Well,
I don't
we don't
care. We
we
don't
don't
need Naomi
discriminate
Harris.
here. You know, we're not
Yeah,
like, hey,
we
when you
don't.
have this old ass woman, we keep calling out why the fuck is Bond so old.
Yeah, I don't. We
But
don't need Naomi Harris right now. Steaming up a scene with 80-year-old Roger Moore. Okay, we'll wait till Daniel Craig.
man,
But that's what I mean. Like I'm not worried about that.
right.
But to introduce someone with the stupidest name ever,
Penelope
Penelope
Smallbone.
Smallbone.
Yeah,
And then she's got like the personality of a fucking wall.
yeah. And then from there, like Bond.
Well, okay, one note, I'm sorry. But
Okay,
like the fact that they introduced her and then like she was like obviously there to be like, hey, this is probably Moneypenny's replacement, so she was younger.
right.
And then he hit on her?
I mean,
Right?
why wouldn't he? He had
I know,
some.
I get that. But then she was flattered by it. She was like, "Oh my god, James."
Yeah,
Is that part of the Moneypenny training? Like,
so I feel like if I had to guess, Moneypenny probably went over like, hey, so when you meet James Bond, like he's a
Yeah,
little
he's gonna
bit of
be.
a schmoozer, he's a womanizer, like he don't fall for his shit. So
Right.
like they probably had like a day of like a in doc kind of thing, and I would say
Sure.
probably most of the fucking day was how not to fall victim to fucking
Yeah,
James Bond.
most companies have like a hour worth of sexual harassment training. MI6 has like a week,
Yeah.
and it's all specified about
Four,
James.
4 of the 5 days are just specific.
Yeah,
How to not fall for
this guy's gonna walk in and he's gonna stand the fuck by.
and she
So
still fell for it.
yeah, that's my point. Yeah,
So
training's
from there,
failed.
from there we get into this whole plot about the Fabergé egg and that
Mm-hmm.
it was a fake, but they're selling the real one in some rando country. And,
Oh, another trope I want to say:
yep.
James Bond knowing everything about everything.
Yeah. Well,
He's like James. This. Oh, Fabergé egg.
second, bud.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
About
I'm
my
gonna read these. Now you step out.
It's about my will.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Sounds great. All right. Sorry about that. Here, let me go ahead and just gonna lock the door.
Lot.
Little side note. So my son's been having a hard time cleaning his room, and he's been having a hard time kind of listening. So like I told him we've been buying some Christmas gifts already. I told Karis to make sure that he didn't look in one of the Amazon packages. Of course, somehow, in this like kooky like movie trope, like it got opened.
Okay.
And then
wow.
of course, well, I mean, like she tells me this idea there's a dog and there's an Amazon guy and like there's a baby and everything happened and it got open and then Calvin looked at it. It really pissed me off because it was his Megatron Beast Wars, that they reprinted, and of course I had to buy both of them because I want to play with this, so I get a Megatron and Optimus Primal so we can fucking Beast War it up. But
right.
yeah,
That's only fair.
yeah. So he peaked, and then on top of that, he's been having a hard time listening. So I made him write me 2 letters of why he should get his Lego castle and this fucking Beast War toy, which I've already told him I'm not returning this shit. So if he doesn't shape up, I'm not sending it back. I'm just not giving it to him, and I'm gonna put it together in front of him.
It's
And
mine.
I will play with it. Yeah, this is mine. Don't
This
touch
is
it.
mine,
You know?
motherfucker.
Which maybe that's more effective than not sending it back. Like, could you imagine like sitting there, as your
Yeah,
dad,
you're like, your dad's just playing
yeah,
with your toys.
spent like 6 hours putting a fucking Lego castle together, and like,
He's like, this is mine.
can I touch it? No.
No. Do you put it together? No, bitch.
Can I help you? No.
You learn your lesson? Next year you might get one.
So, okay, side note, but we're done with that.
We're
So,
back. So there's another trope, and it's that Bond knows
everything.
like everything about everything, right? They're like, "Oh, James, do you know what this is?" And they hold the Fabergé egg up, and he just lists off the like. If there's a Wikipedia page on Fabergé eggs, he like reads it word for word out of nowhere. You know?
I'm not defending this guy, but I would like to think that, we've already seen Bond was in Cuba, right? Bond's always on missions. I would like to think that they've already faxed him or sent him information.
It's like a dossier. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
maybe
on
like a
his
briefing.
next
Sure.
mission. So they already knew, like, hey, we just had an issue. So they already sent him shit. So as he's sitting on the flight going back to London,
Fair.
he's reading up, and in between him banging.
I was gonna say, okay, this guy on a flight's not frivolously gallivanting down up the cabin, looking for the Mile High Club.
I would like to think Bond can multitask.
Well, it's kind of weird. He does. His personality is this. It's like this. Like, I want to just fuck around with my cars and my guns and my girls. However, he like somehow still takes his mission like to the utmost like what's the word? Importancy, like professionalism. You know what I mean? Like,
I would like to think that Bond's one of those guys that he's just good, kind of thing. Where like, hey, he can probably read relatively fast. He can probably understand and hold everything.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a photographic memory, so everything comes pretty easy to
sure.
him. Like, I'm sure you've worked with these guys in your former field. Like, where they just randomly recite shit.
They just remember everything. Yeah, you're like, okay, cool. Congrats. Happy for you.
You're like, how many times do you read that? And they're like, once.
I don't know. Someone just told it to me one time. I just, whoop, and I'm like, oh, okay. I just think he takes everything. He does take his job seriously, which is kind of funny when you think about it compared to how he acts sometimes. But when it comes to the mission, I know he always prioritizes the mission over everything else. So I guess I could see that. But yeah, he rips off information on this Fabergé egg, and you're like, yeah, this is going to auction, and we want to see who's trying to buy it back or something. I guess there's something in this egg that because clearly 009 died for it.
Yeah, and kind of why are they making fake ones?
Yeah.
Also, like, I don't know, maybe I'm too skeptical of a person, but like, if I were buying something that's a one of one, and I'm not paying exuberant amounts of money, I'm gonna assume that it's not real.
Sure.
Good
call. Good call.
Right? That it. I mean, cards are cars, kind of thing. But like, if there was, let's say I was trying to buy like, fucking rando, like I don't know, like an NES, no, this is the first NES, sealed in box, and it's like $1,000. I'm like, fuck no. You want way more than $1,000. Like, this is fake. This isn't real, kind of thing.
I agree.
But hey, I don't know. But so somehow Bond ends up escorting the. I don't know what this guy's title was, but he's kind of like we'll say like a museum curator.
He's some dude that like knows the eggs,
everything about the eggs, and then you get into the scene where Bond's like bidding up on the Fabergé egg. And he like touches it, and he like smells it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think he smelled it or
He
licked
licks
it.
it a little.
Yeah,
Deviled.
he
Yummy.
could have, but he drives the price up, and ultimately, some rando and with some girl, they buy the egg.
Kamal Khan.
Yeah, Khan, and
It's like Kamal Khan. Yep.
and then,
Afghan prince.
did the female have a name?
Yes. Eventually. Let me see what they got here. Magda. Magda.
Sounds about right.
Trusted subordinate and henchwoman to Khan. Not to ruin it, but yeah.
Yeah, but is she working for Khan? Well, we'll get into it.
Yeah, it does also say to Octopussy and Khan. So whatever.
Yeah. So from there, the guy is like, the curator is like, what were you gonna do if you won it? And he's like, I would have claimed it was a fake. Because apparently when he was touching it, he swapped it out with the fake one that they got from 009.
Do you remember how much he paid for it?
500,000 pounds.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like $3 million. That's like $5 million today.
Yeah, but when you have fuck you money, like,
yeah, barely.
What is money?
Right.
Like,
so he swapped it out, but I never saw the sleight of hand.
At this point in time, you kind of just like hit the I believe button.
Yeah, you're like, all right.
So then from there, they end up in India. And I don't. So like, I remember Bond rolls up, and some dude is playing the Bond theme song on.
Oh yeah, and the snake charmer thing.
Satar. I think it's
Sitar, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. And then from there, like, once they meet and like Bond realizes this is his like Sherpa, the guy just like drops the snake, like like releases it in the
I thought it was fake. I thought it was a fake snake at that point. I mean, like, obviously it was fake, but like I thought it was a fake in the movie, the way he dropped it.
He just dropped it. The snake just like slithered off, I'm like,
yeah.
Like, bro.
VJ. His name was VJ. So he's the MI6 contact in India.
All right, and then from there, like, he shows up at his hotel, and I've got in my notes, he doesn't bang the girl at the hotel. I don't fully remember that, but I had it in my notes.
Was it? It's not Magda. It's some other girl.
No, one of the girls at the hotel that asked him. I want to say she asked him anything. Oh yeah, she was showing him to his room, and she's like, anything else? And like she was DTF. He's like,
you think so? Okay.
Well,
you don't think it's like room service? Like, would you need more towels? And like, yeah, come on, take the clothes off. Let's go.
She was giving them fucking.
You know what I need is this dick sucked. And you're like, oh Jesus, Bond.
Yeah,
chill out, dude.
He's like, I'm good.
Do you guys need any more toilet paper? I'll tell you. Hold on a second. I know what that means.
So,
dude, you're 80. Chill.
And then from there, they end up in like a low grade casino scene where Kamal Khan is. He's got like
backgammon.
Yeah, he's got fake dice, and then effectively Bond realizes this, so he like sits down and he like uses the fake dice to like.
It's on the wrist.
Win money on him, and then the guy goes to write him a check, and he's like, "I'll take cash."
Yeah. Baller.
And then from there, there's like an interaction with him and Magna where he was trying to like, I don't know,
do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then skip a little.
Oh, what about the henchman crushing the dice?
Yeah, just to show you that he's a strong henchman.
Hey, guess what? I was like, okay, these henchmen, they come and go, but they gotta stand out somehow,
And then I remember
To
after
get
that, like Bond escapes on like a rickshaw because
hmm,
they're in India, and the henchman is like chasing after him, and then he throws all the money that he got into the fucking crowd, and then
yeah,
they escape through going like through a poster, on a wall, and then they like
yeah.
put up the poster, and then from there, like I don't know, it gets a little hazy, but I know eventually, like he sits down and he has like a dinner with Magna, um,
Yeah.
because she's like trying to get the egg from him. So
Side
like,
note:
yeah,
did you know VJ? He's a famous tennis player,
I did not know that.
and that's why when they're in the rickshaw, he has like the tennis racket. When they're like knocking things out and stuff.
Oh, so it was called back to.
Yeah, to
All
his
right.
yeah, little Easter egg there. Yeah.
All right. So I've got in my notes when he sits
Hmm.
down with Magna, and like she's clearly trying to seduce him. She had the creepiest fucking face. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but
I
she
assume that it's
was
just her face.
she was giving him like crazy eye, like fuck me, and she's like,
Okay.
and I'm like, all right, bro, like hot crazy scale, like I wouldn't do it, like
Yeah, she's
she's
way up there.
off the chart.
Yeah,
It's
she's
crazy.
like an outlier, dude. It's just you can't
Just
even
don't
chart
do
that.
it. But he fucks her
But he
anyway,
said, "I don't care."
and then from there she
So
takes
it's
the egg.
one bang.
Yep. Bang number one. He bangs
Okay.
Magna, and then from there she like escapes off the balcony, and Khan comes picks her up. And then I don't remember how we go from there.
When she
Um,
gets pissed to okay, she seduces Bond. Bond allows Magda to steal the real Fabergé egg, which is fitted with Q's listening and tracking device.
oh,
Gobin
also,
Gobinda knocks Bond unconscious and takes him to Khan's palace.
okay, so he got beat up and taken to the palace. Gotcha. So when he was sleeping with Magna, she's got a fucking octopus tattoo,
Mm.
and he like I remember he's like, "Oh, your octopus tattoo," and she's like,
Hmm.
"That's my little octopussy." I'm like, "All right, we know. I get it. It's the '80s, right? It was '83. Is that what we
Yeah,
said?
yeah. Uh-huh.
All right, we know what we're doing. We're at the point. This isn't the '30s or the '40s. Like why did we call this fucking movie Octopussy? And then later we'll get into when we meet Octopussy, and she's like, "That's what my dad called me." I'm like, "Whoa, whoa," like
Oh boy.
what
Yeah, a
the
whole
fuck
nother.
are we doing? Yeah.
Yeah, we went for Sean Connery's abusiveness to
Oh, we're back into it, and we'll get
going
it.
to some weird. Yeah, some more weird. Yeah,
We're back into
but
beating
yeah.
women, kind of.
So it says that he discovers that Khan is working with Orlov, the corrupt Soviet general.
Yeah, there was a scene somewhere where like they showed this general and they showed
Like making the
Gogol.
fake eggs, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, like they showed where like all of the Soviet guys were like together and like
Mm.
speaking, and effectively like Gogol's kind of like, "Hey, let's just like chill," and this guy
Yeah.
is like, "No, like now is our time to strike," kind of thing. Um, so okay, so Bond's now like a prisoner, and then I've got in my notes that he escapes with an acid pen.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Which I guess when did he get all this from Q? They were in India, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so he escapes, and then it turns into like what was that fucking book that we read? The the Greatest Hunt or some shit like that. Where we read it in like ninth or 10th grade. It's
Okay.
it's about hunting people back down in like
The Greatest
Madagascar.
Game.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we get into the Greatest Game where like Bond.
Oh yeah, they're all on elephants and shit. Yeah.
So like Bond's in the middle of nowhere and he's like running through the jungle and they're like
Mhm.
chasing him and then he comes up on a fucking tiger and he just
Yeah.
makes him sit. You know, I'm like, all right, bro.
This is the Tarzan?
Yeah, yeah,
In this
because
movie? Yeah.
I said Bond becomes Tarzan.
Yeah. Like egregious yell Tarzan.
Yeah.
He's like on the rope. Yeah.
And then Bond finally gets to the water and there's like a tour guide that's rolling through, so he's able to like hop in. And there's like way too many people at this point, so they don't shoot him. And they said some dumb shit about oh, are you part of this tour? And he said something about I'm part of economy class or something. It was real dumb. You know?
Yeah, this one was kind of, the jokes were
We're super campy at this point. Like I would say
Yeah.
pretty much Moonraker on. Like we're super campy.
yeah.
You know. So I know at that point in time, like Bond's trying to get like they showed him this like island, and he's trying to get on the island, and then he
Yeah.
uses this fake ass alligator.
Dude, yeah. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and then from there, he like meets up with the woman that is running all of this, and I don't know what her actual name is, but she's Octopussy.
Let's see. I don't know if she has a real name. Let's find out. Just says Octopussy.
All right, there you go.
And she, fun fact, she's the only person to play two different Bond girls.
Now, in real life, was this Pierce Brosnan's wife?
Was she? Maud Adams? Might be. Let's find out.
I could be wrong.
Let's find out.
Who else did she play?
She played the man with the golden gun. She was his like girlfriend, the one he like fucking like went with the gun on her. You know?
The one that he made lick the gun?
Yeah, and then he killed her anyway. Yeah. It is not.
All right. What movie was that?
The man with the golden gun?
No, Pierce Brosnan's wife.
Yeah, I'll find out.
All
Let's
right.
go to. I'm gonna go to Pierce, but
As you're doing that, so he rolls in, and at some point in time, he fucks Octopussy, and he does it in like the most like I've got in my notes. Is Bond going back to rapey vibes? So like she's like no, and he just like grabs her and just like kisses her. Like I'm James Bond. Like I take what I want, kind of thing.
yeah.
So at this point in time, Khan's already, Khan's like, hey, Bond escaped. And then like Octopussy, like Bond pops out of the bushes, in the room, and Octopussy is like, he's my guest, kind of thing.
So I found out who it was, but
who is it?
she was in For Your Eyes Only as the Countess.
Okay.
Which in real life she died.
Yep.
Rip in 1991. Which just sucks because you read a little bit about it. She, after being on the movie, she went to Pierce and like was like really like, you should try and be Bond. And then he had that whole thing with his TV show. Wasn't able to be Bond until like 95 when she already had died in 91.
Yeah, and
that sucks. She got what she wanted, but
and I don't know. I think when I was listening to a behind the scenes for Goldeneye, that was one of the driving things of why Pierce Brosnan did it. Because she thought he would have been a good Bond, but we're definitely going to get another Bond before we get.
We'll get that down the road, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, you just want to know who it was, but it wasn't this. It was the girl for your eyes
Okay.
only. So yeah,
So,
where were we?
like, he bangs her, and at some point in time, so Octopussy is effectively like a fucking like gem smuggler, and then it was hard for me to follow along, but like James Bond effectively like saved her dad back in the day or some shit like that. So she was like appreciative for him. And then Khan hires some like local hood rats to like attack Bond. One of the
Mm-hmm.
guys has like a chainsaw attached to a chain, and he like drops it and then does this like yeah, and then this movie got a little chaotic. It was a little
Yeah,
hard to follow at times, but from there, like we're gonna end up with this idea that Khan is using Octopussy, and they're
right.
they're
Because they're
putting
doing something with like putting fake jewelry in the Kremlin or something with that
yeah,
other general guy.
but they're also like putting a bomb on a
Yeah.
train. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then it long story. Bond ends up dressing up again like a clown and trying to.
Right.
He ends up at the circus at like one of the military bases in East Berlin. And he's like, "Hey, there's a fucking bomb here." And they're like, "Oh, there's a bomb." And finally, they realize he's not just a clown. Like he's true.
Yeah.
And then Bond is able to defuse it.
He
Um,
kills those two circus guys.
yep. Um,
The general dies by.
I don't even
Okay.
remember. I've seen this movie like 3 times.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what the Wikipedia is. So basically, it says a circus is scheduled to perform in Karl-Marx-Stad. General Gogo begins to pursue Orlov when the fake jewels are discovered. Bond infiltrates the circus, discovers that Orlov has replaced the jewels with a nuclear warhead. So he like double crosses Octopussy, right? And
Right.
instead of smuggling the jewelry, he puts a nuclear warhead in there. I guess he has his own agenda. It's going to explode during a circus, like you said. It would cause Europe to seek unilateral disarmament and basically start a war. Bond drives Orlov's car along the railroad tracks. We didn't talk about that, but he drives on the train tracks like he's in Back to Future 3. Boards the circus train. That's where he kills the two guys, Mishka and Grishka. Orlov is killed by the border guards. That's right, because he just runs through it, remember? Because they're like, hey, you got to stop. And he's like, I don't give a shit. I got to get whatever.
Right.
Which, okay, we can talk about it. Kind of sucks that this guy's like he's like pretty much the villain. The big villain, right? He's the like orchestrator, right? And he gets just killed by a random border guard? Kind of lame.
I don't think this movie had like a lot of direction.
I do think it's funny because, like, honestly, if you asked me to explain the movie, I remember the India part, the Octopussy's palace, whatever, and like the gambling scene with Khan. Dude, I don't remember that it ended in a circus. Because it feels like such two different movies.
Can we kind of talk about India? So
yeah,
they wanted to use India for a while now, and they eventually used it. And I do think that India it was cool. It was a little different than where we've been recently.
Sure.
But like trying to tie India and East Berlin together, it got a little weird.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so where did you leave off?
So from here, like Khan, like kidnaps Octopussy, and then
Once he's found out, yeah, he's like,
yep, and then there's just like the women attack.
so I guess she trained everybody to be fucking dope ass, like,
Yeah,
like secret agents,
and she had said like, hey, again, this is kind of like, hey, I find people that are looking for a purpose, kind of thing, and that kind of
Right.
seems to be like most of these like. Octopus isn't necessarily the bad guy, but kind of these like cult leaders.
Yeah,
They
anti-hero.
yeah they look for people that are looking for a purpose, and
So
she gives
yeah,
them a
they
purpose.
basically roll up and like to save her from Khan, and then I guess throughout the whole thing, there's like airplane. They're on it.
Yeah, and like Bond like fucking grapple hooks on like a fuselage or some shit like that. And then
Hmm.
he gets on the airplane and he throws the henchman out. Then him and Octopussy just do like a barrel roll.
Yeah, just chuck and roll out of a plane. Bloop.
Yeah. And then like the airplane blows up, but they're cool. And then how did this movie end? Did it end with them banging the bushes or
I feel like it did. I'm trying to. So all this says is Gobina falls to his death. Bond and Octopussy jump off the plane,
yep.
and the plane crashes, killing Khan. Also thought was lame. He just dies in a crash.
And
We
then
don't know if he died. While the Minister of Defense and Gogol discuss the return of stolen jewels, Bond recuperates with Octopussy aboard a private galley in India. To me, that
yeah.
means bangage.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
wasn't Bond like all like propped up on
yeah, and he wasn't actually hurt though.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
'Cause he just
Now I
like
remember.
takes it off and then fucks it.
Yeah, because his leg's like up here, like he's got a broken leg. But yes, now I remember.
All right, and that
So
is
he banged her. Two bang.
two bang. Well, he banged her earlier, but yeah, two bang in this movie. And so well, let's talk about a little behind the scenes of
Sure.
Gin and Sofa. So we've been trying to record this movie for like what 4 months now.
Well, yeah, probably. Been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched this movie like 4 months ago. And I watched this movie again like a month ago. And then I watched this movie again a couple days ago. It's all over the place. It will. I feel like this is one of those movies where it is not the worst Bond movie.
Okay.
And it's not my worst Bond movie. But it just kind of gets lost in the sauce. Like there is a lot going on. It was kind of hard for me to kind of focus on like what are you trying to tell me? What is the actual plot of this?
Every now and then, there's a Bond movie, and I think what happens is when they put too many villains. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of an example before, but there's been one or two where they have like three bad dudes.
So we had the Russian dude.
Yep.
And then we had Khan.
Yeah.
Who was working. It was like.
But they for like 80% of it made it sound like Octopussy was bad, right?
It was
so
like henchman on henchman on henchman, like henchmanception.
Right, because you can look back at like Goldfinger, right? And you could be like, you got Goldfinger and you got Oddjob. Those are your dudes. That's the bad guys. Yeah. And I guess Pussy Galore was like a turncoat, essentially. Right? But like that's it, right? And you get down to here and you got what was his name? Orlov, Khan, Octopussy, hell, you got the two guys, Mishka and Grishka, the henchmen, Gobina. You have I'm up to six enemies at this time.
There was a lot going on.
And you got to figure out how they're all connected. All
right, so let's play a game. And
okay.
Do you have all the information for me? Because I did not look up this movie.
What information? Like
How much?
box
How much
office and
yeah,
stuff. Okay,
and
so I have the Wikipedia, but I can pull it up. Let's see. This
because
was followed.
you don't like it when I pre-look that shit up, and I didn't.
I do like when you guess.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
let me see.
and then also, could you look up for me how well the last one did?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we have the budget first. So the budget at this point has been kind of stagnant, right?
Right.
Budget is
Wasn't the last budget like $15 million, or are we above that?
or well above that.
Okay.
Moonraker hit the most at 34 mil,
Okay.
and the For Your Eyes Only is at 28, and then this one is at 27.5. So,
Okay.
which it makes sense for the fact that was in space. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the budget was essentially the same. Last movie, For Your Eyes Only, made 194.9 million,
194.
and that's the box office.
I'm gonna say this one made, because a lot of times these are kind of based off of how well did the last one do.
Right? Yeah.
I'm gonna say this one probably made 160.
So you think it went way to? Actually, no. It dropped, but to 183. It
All
dropped
right.
10 mil.
Okay.
But however, that is the lowest since Man with a Golden Gun. Whew, Man with a Golden Gun was a 97. No one liked that one.
197.
That was 97.
97.
Less than 100.
Which is weird because Man with the Golden Gun came off of Live and Let Die, which was a dope ass movie.
Yeah, so yeah, kind of consistent. Let's go to the old Rotten Tomatoes, get one of those going.
I'm gonna say 60%.
So what was the one we just said? Okay, so all right, let's do Octopussy. Octopussy, You know what I really hate?
What's that?
I hate when you type something in, you go to click it, and it's like your search engine didn't finish like loading out the options. So when you go to click it, everything like shifts down, and you pick the wrong fucking movie. Hate it.
Also, fun fact for this movie, when I watched it the first time,
Magda's got a big forehead. Anyway,
my in-laws were in town, and I watched this movie with my mother-in-law, and she really seemed to enjoy it, which I was like, ooh, like
is this your style? Ooh,
like,
yeah.
Like Bond's giving me rapey vibes again. I'm like, the movie's called Octopussy. Like you're 70, but hey,
I'm confused. What's happening? Yeah.
You had a good time. I'm like,
all right, so we got tomato meter, popcorn meter, critics, audience. What do you want to guess for?
Gave this a 61.
All right, so do you want to see what they had before for Your Eyes Only?
Yeah.
All right, For Your Eyes Only. For Your Eyes Only had a 69%. Nice.
Ooh.
69-64. Critic audience.
Okay, so this one, I feel like this one was better.
Okay.
So 71.
41.
Critic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Audience.
Woo. Audience 47.
Huh. Okay, well,
I feel like that's the lowest I've seen since like Diamonds. Let's go to what was Moonraker was before. I think Moonraker was like
yeah, but Moonraker was a goofy ass movie, but we
59-43.
Huh. All right.
Do we have it on? Let's see. I know. It's crazy. Moonraker Spy Who Loved Me had 82 critic, 40. Man with the Golden Gun was 40. So this is basically a Man with the Golden Gun. 40 and 55. Actually, this is, yeah. So this is on par with Man with the Golden Gun score-wise.
Okay. And is there anything else you want to say about this movie, or you want to hop into how we ranked?
I think I said most of it. Kind of just, to me, very convoluted plot. Very,
feel like at this point, like, you and I, like, kind of accept we will do this, kind of thing. Like, again, I don't
want to tip my hand, but there is definitely an exuberance and a dedication level to when the movie's good. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's like a kind of like I really enjoyed Thunderball, or whatever. You can talk about it, and then you get to hear and you're like, we got to get through it.
This ain't Thunderball,
Right. This ain't Gold Member Finger.
All right, I'm just gonna hop into it.
Okay, so we can do this game where I say better or worse than.
Okay.
And then you can see if you to place it. How's that?
You want me to place it, or you want me?
I want you to place it. Place it where you want, Mike.
Okay.
Place it.
I've already placed it.
Wherever you want.
All right. So you're gonna throw out some movies?
All right. So all right. We got Dr. No. Above or below?
I still have it above. I hated them.
Okay. You Only Live Twice.
I have it above.
Wow. Okay. Okay. The Man with the Golden Gun.
I had it below.
Diamonds Are Forever.
I had it above.
So between those two.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So my official ranking is Live and Let Die, Thunderball,
Okay.
On Her Majesty's, Goldfinger, The Spy That Shagged Me, or Love Me, Moonraker, and then The Man with the Golden Gun, Octopussy, and then I have Diamonds, You Only Live Twice, For Your Eyes Only, Dr. No, and From Russia.
So I think I'm gonna put it. Oh, this is tough. I think I'm gonna put it below The Man with the Golden Gun. Yeah.
Which I also have it below Man with Golden Gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it below that, but above Dr. No. So what I have is, On Her Majesty's.
Yep.
Goldfinger.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderball.
Okay.
From Russia, your favorite.
Okay. Yep.
Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, Diamonds,
Mm-hmm.
Live and Let Die,
Yep.
The Man with the Golden Gun, Octo, and then the last three, Dr. No, For Your Eyes Only, and You Only Live Twice.
Looking at my list, I definitely know that I'm going to have movies above Thunderball. I don't know if I'm going to have a movie below From Russia. Like, that might very
well. You sure? Okay. The shit you say about Pierce.
You know how much I don't like
I get it, but I think it's hard to say. I think it's hard to, take a late 90s movie, right?
Right.
A late 90s Bond movie, no matter what you feel about the actor, and say it's worse than a 1960.
That's what
you know what I mean. I have fond memories still of The World's Not Enough, even though it's a flawed movie, but I still like parts of that movie. I could see where you're I don't like anything from Russia. However, I will say you have Live and Let Die as your number one. Do you know that?
I do. Yeah. And it's still number one.
It's gonna stand. You think it's gonna make? Yeah.
Oh, not even a little bit, because
yeah.
You and I have one more Roger Moore movie to get through, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Now, I remember when I watched these the first time. I think because next one has Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I remember it being a little kooky, but I think I liked it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ooh.
I think it might be better. The thing is, I noticed that most of my rankings, like yours are too, actually. A lot of the Roger Moores are close. They're like clumped together.
Right.
There's a few for you, like Live and Let Die, but 4 of them are back together. And then I have 5, but they're split with Diamonds Are Forever. But they're all like really like.
Right. Well,
And that's like, I think that's a thing with like the whole like. Just over it, bro. You know, like time to move on.
Right now, looking at my top 5, I've got 2. It's pretty spread out right now because
Yeah, you have 2 and 2, and then
one.
Yeah.
So,
mine's a little loppy.
But I know
I got 3 Connery, 1 Moore, and Lazenby.
And I kind of like jumping ahead. I know I'm a big fan of Dalton. I know I'm a big fan of Daniel Craig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I feel like that's probably gonna dominate kind of.
You know what? I'm kind of. Here's what I'm curious for: watching these Craig movies now after watching all of them. Like, I don't know. Some of them might not be as, exhilarating. I'm talking about you, No Time to Die. I'm talking about you, Spectre. But, I'm talking about you guys. Or there might be ones that you liked more. Like, I don't know. I like Quantum. Just saying it. But, I ain't no hater on Quantum.
We'll get to it. I probably like that more than most of the critics.
Yeah.
I also think I thought I liked Spectre a little more than you
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I will.
Well, I think that's the fun thing about this, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you watch it when it comes out in the theater, it's been years, right, since you've seen the last one, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, that's Daniel Craig. That's he's Bond. He's whatever. And then like when you look back, you watch them all back to back, you kind of probably be like, whoa, that was kind of like an outlier. Or something like that, You can look at like Live and Let Die. That was an outlier. But you thought maybe it was going good. But we can get to it.
So go
ahead.
I will say that I have watched like right now, like trying to get through Roger Moore. Mm-hmm. I've watched a couple movies that I know I'm gonna watch again, but I watched them, just kind of like a palette set, like a reset. Yeah. And like I know what my number 1 movie is, and I know it's going to differ from your number 1 because I already know what your number 1 is. I do, and I think when the dust is settled, my number 2 is your number 1, and my number 1, I'm interested to see where it falls for you.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna fucking hit me with some random bullshit, and it's not what I thought.
Yeah, actually, Live A View to a Kill is my number 1. How did you know?
Oh shit!
How did you know? I'm a sucker for Christopher Walken.
Fuck, I'm wrong.
What about the girls? I guess Octopussy's the girl.
So.
I
had in my notes.
I forgot. This is bad, but I wanted to point out how fucked up it is that VJ died.
Oh yeah, they fucking rolled up. He was just watching the island. They rolled up.
I'm sorry. How many times does a henchman die? Not often.
Well, he wasn't. VJ wasn't.
No, I'm sorry. Not a henchman. Sorry. How often does like the contact get wrecked like that?
Oh, I thought enough.
I also thought it was crazy how, like, if they would have came, like, an hour later, it would have been Q.
Right. Yeah. Don't kill Q.
No cars. What do you think about the villain? How you rank that guy?
Yeah. Which one?
Exactly. Yeah. I think the villains are better effective when they're the dude.
Yeah.
The guy.
There were too many. again, like it's kind of in my ranking, but
Pete?
this was kind of in the middle. It
It
slash
does get lost. It gets lost in the sauce. Yeah.
and this movie will get lost in the sauce. Like it's got an interesting name, you know, but that's
Mhm.
really all it's got.
I feel like they did it on purpose because they watched the movie and like, "Ooh, how do we get people in the seats?
Octopussy.
Octopussy. Call it
Which,
that.
you know, uh, yeah. Right now, I would rather take like Moonraker. You
Yeah.
know,
Okay.
uh, which
Goodhead, huh? Dr.
you know,
Goodhead.
yeah, but
So,
that's such a goofy space movie. But
so
I mean,
let's go
yeah,
and say that was James Bonding,
yep,
Octopussy. Let's wrap it up. Mediocre, middle of the road.
yeah.
I would say you. I mean, there's not many that would just say you don't have to watch, but this is kind of a. You're not gonna miss out on anything if you don't watch this one. But there are probably people that just love Roger Moore, and if you like Roger Moore and what he in his late Bond movies brought to the table, then you'd enjoy this one. Um, Next up, though, is a question.
Yep.
We're doing Never Say Never Again, or are we going straight to View to a Kill? Because these both came out the same year, right?
So personally,
Or do you want to?
I would say we do A View to Kill,
Mm,
and then we do Never Say Never. You know, so
just to keep the Roger Moore together.
we finish up Roger Moore. We watch this goofy
A little palate cleanser.
Yeah, we watch this goofy ass fake movie, and then from there we
Or because if you don't, then you get that. See, this is where it's hard because like you do View to a Kill, and it's like just it's probably goofy as fuck, and then you do that palate cleanser of Timothy Dalton. Do you get the same effect if you watch Never Say Never and then go to Living Daylights? Like, yeah.
well. So you're saying, do we? You know what? Yeah, throw it out there. If we get more than one person to give
Just
us,
decide for us.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do whatever.
Fair. All right. We'll see. All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah, let us know what we're watching next.
Yeah, because we only have a couple months to do it, so.
Right.
They're all free on Amazon Prime right now, just so you know.
Oh, I'm aware.
I've been watching them all.
It's definitely been making it a little easier, even though I do have them on DVD, but it's easier for me to watch on my fucking phone. So.
All right, so that's gonna be it for us and James Bonding. We're Gin and Sofa. We record regularly. Mike, we gotta get you on for some other bullshit. Back on the grind and the other stuff. Whenever you want.
I'm always here.
I know we're busy lately, so
Yeah.
Yeah, find us on the Instagram, X, Facebook. We got a Discord page. YouTube is a big one. This is video also, so if you want to see what we look like and how ugly we are, YouTube. You want to see Mike's cool shirt? YouTube. It's a YouTube Gin and Sofa Pod cast. Yeah, get there. Until next time, Gin and Sofa
Out.